My name is Janice Merriweather, JANICE MERRIWEATHER.
Good morning, Miss Merriweather.
Good morning.
Do you have a son by the name of? Do you have a son by the? Did you have a son by the name of Kenneth Hurst, aka Kenny Boo?
Yes.
Okay. And did Mr. Hurst have any children prior to his passing?
Yes.
How many children did he have?
6.
And do you have any other children?
No, those are my only son.
Do you have any daughters?
Adopted daughters, yes.
All right. Do you have any more grandchildren?
No.
Okay.
I have 2 great-grands.
Okay. And was there a time that you resided at 193 Hendricks Avenue?
Yes.
And just a brief moment, Your Honor. Do you know Waikithia Brock?
Yes.
And who is that to you?
My grandkid's mother.
Okay. And how many grandchildren did she give you?
4.
And what is her relationship to Kenneth Hurst?
Was his girlfriend.
Okay. And I want to ask you a few questions, Ms. Merriweather. Do you recall your home being shot up on January 12th, 2015?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall law enforcement coming out that day in reference to such activity?
Like I said, I can't remember. The only time I remember was 2015.
Yes, that's the date I just referenced, January 12th, 2015.
That might have been it.
Okay. It's fair to say it's been a while since that date. Yes, ma'am. And on that day of January 12th, 2015, what were you doing when your house was shot up?
In the bed.
Okay. Were you asleep?
Yes.
And was it early morning?
Yes.
Okay. And at the time that you heard the shots ring out and hit your home, what, if anything, did you do at that time?
Got on the floor.
Okay. And was anyone else home with you at that time?
Yes.
Who was with you at home?
Charlisa Gaines, Lucille Moore, and Charlisa kids.
Who is Charlisa Gaines?
My adopted daughter.
Okay. And who is Lucille Moore?
My mother.
Okay. And do you recall about how long the shots rang out?
How long did they?
Yes, ma'am.
Say that again.
Yes, ma'am. Did the shooting last a long time or a short time?
It lasted a pretty long time to shoot up my house.
Yes, ma'am. Which of your grandchildren were there at that time?
He was a baby Cam.
Okay. And was there a time during that, before or after that shooting, that Charlisa came to the home, if you recall?
Charlisa came to the home. I think it was before the shooting. I'm not. I think it was before the shooting.
Okay. Did she come after the shooting occurred to pick up her children?
No. Was it before or after? It had to be before the shooting.
Okay.
Because he had to get on the floor too.
Okay. And when, after the shots were fired, do you know who called the law enforcement?
I called them then.
Okay. And did they respond to your home? Did they come?
Yeah, they came.
And
I don't know what time it was, but they came.
Okay. Do you recall if the shot sounded like a handgun or a bigger gun?
A bigger gun.
When you say a bigger gun, do you say does it sound like it went in rapid succession?
Yeah, like that.
Okay. Was anyone hurt as a result of the shooting?
No, nothing but my house.
And when you say your house, what property outside of the structure of the home was affected?
My windows,
Okay.
my furniture, my dining room, my TVs, my washroom, bedroom.
Right. Do you recall your home being shot up a second time on February? Do you recall if on February 10th, 2015, if there was anyone, excuse me, I'll rephrase. Do you recall on February 10th, 2015, if law enforcement came to your house that second time?
Back of my house.
Okay. And prior to these first and second shootings of your home at 193 Hendricks Avenue, had anything like that ever happened at your home before?
No,
Okay. Do you know who would have done such a thing to your home?
no, I don't.
Okay. Was anyone present inside your home? I know you said you were gone, but was anyone else present inside your home on February 10th, 2015, when the second shooting occurred?
I don't know because I wasn't there.
Just a few questions. A few more questions for you, Mrs. Merriweather. How long have you lived at the location that we're talking about, your home?
Ever since 1993.
I am now marking for identification purposes. State's Exhibit 200 DDD. And I am approaching the witness with the same as your permission, Your Honor.
You may.
I am showing you now, Ms. Merriweather, State's Exhibit 200 Delta Delta Delta. What is it that you're looking at in this exhibit?
Pool table.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Pool table.
Your Honor, at this point. Sure. Been shown already to defendants prior and shown again today, which is identified already as State's Exhibit 200 Delta Delta Delta. And before departing from you, Mrs. Merriweather, you stated that this is a pool table. And is this pool table the one that you stated that used to be in the back of your home, depicted in State's Exhibit 200 Delta Delta Delta? And do you see any persons in State's 200 Delta 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 that you can identify by name?
Can I hold it?
Yes, ma'am. All right.
My son, Kenneth.
Okay. Do you see anyone else in this photo
I
that
don't
you
know the
recognize?
rest of those.
Is it common, and let me ask this question, does this picture fairly and accurately represent the back of your home as you remember it to be when the pool table was there? Your Honor, at this time, the state now moves to admit into evidence State's Exhibit 200 Delta Delta Delta.
It's admitted.
I'm going to leave this here with you and just ask you a few more questions. How often, if you can recall, would your son be in the back playing pool?
Your Honor, I'm going to object as to relevance.
It's relevant, Your Honor. It's relevant, Your Honor. It's hopefully the state's hope is that it will be developed with the questions that follow.
I'll give you a couple of questions to establish that.
All right.
Go ahead.
Just a brief moment, Your Honor. Miss Merriweather, did you post this picture that has been depicted as State's Exhibit 200 Delta 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 to social media?
No, I don't know nothing about no social media.
All right. Just a few more questions, Miss Merriweather. Do you know a person by the name of Kenneth Copeland, also known as Lil Woody?
Yes,
How do you know him?
my grandkid uncle.
Okay. There was someone that brought you in the courtroom today and helped assist you to get positioned where you're currently seated. Is that the same person that you're talking about named Lil Woody?
Yeah,
Okay. And how long have you known Lil Woody?
it's been a while.
Okay. Has he ever been over your home?
Yeah, he used to come now.
Okay. Does he still come?
No,
Okay.
my son ain't there. What he gonna come for?
All right. And Mrs. Merriweather, lastly, does this conclude your involvement with this particular case?
Do what now?
Is that all that you have to offer the jury at this time?
That's all I know. My son was killed. That's all I know.
Okay. I understand. Thank you so much. No further questions, Your Honor.
Are there defense questions for this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Yes?
No questions, but I would like to.
Okay. Do I need to keep the witness? Okay. Ms. Merriweather, thank you for your time, and you are excused. And y'all can approach.